If you keep your cat indoors, you've probably felt it. That quiet little guilt. The one that whispers you're stealing something from them. Every time you close the door, some part of you wonders if you're keeping your best friend locked away from the life they were meant to have. I want you to sit with a different idea instead. That guilt is built on a myth. What's really happening inside your cat is the exact opposite of what you fear. And there's one thing your cat can never tell you, no matter how much they trust you, that only works because they live indoors. Stay with me because one day it might save their life. Here are 5 reasons that closed door is the kindest thing you've ever done. Let's start with the fact that changes everything. Your indoor cat lives years longer than you think. Indoor cats regularly reach 12 to 18 years, and plenty of them make it well into their 20s. Now ask the same question about cats that roam outside, and something strange happens. Nobody can give you a reliable number. And the reason why is the disturbing part. So many outdoor cats simply disappear that their deaths never get recorded. No vet visit, no cause of death. Just an empty food bowl and a question that never gets answered. If you want a glimpse of what the outside really does, look at stray and feral cats who live in it full time. Most survive only 2 to 5 years. Same species, same instincts. The only difference is a door. Because out there, your cat isn't the hunter they think they are. To a car at night, they're invisible. To a coyote or a loose dog, they're prey. To a tick or another cat carrying feline leukemia, they're just the next host. There's antifreeze that tastes sweet and kills in tiny amounts, and rat poison hidden in a neighbor's garage. And this year, there's a new one that has wildlife workers genuinely frightened. Bird flu. An outdoor cat hunts an infected bird, then carries it home to you. Every one of those threats you've already erased. Not by luck, by one decision you keep making every single day. Reason 2 is quieter, but you feel it every night without realizing. You always know exactly where your cat is. Think about what every outdoor cat owner does at some point, usually late in the evening. They stand at the door, calling a name into the dark, waiting for a shape to appear at the edge of the porch light. Sometimes the shape shows up, sometimes it doesn't. And the not knowing is its own special kind of torture. You've never had to live that, and it's easy to forget what a gift that is. Because peace of mind is invisible. You only notice it when it's gone. Your version of that moment looks completely different. You want to know where your cat is? They're on the couch, or in the sunspot by the window, or sitting on the exact piece of paper you needed, because of course they are. The worst thing that happens in your home is 30 seconds of mild panic before a pair of judgmental eyes peers out from behind the closet. And here's the part most people never connect. That certainty flows both ways. Your cat always knows where you are too. Their whole territory is mapped calm and shared with you, with no rival cats crossing through and no strange smells to investigate. In their mind, they don't live in a smaller world. They live in a solved one. And a cat with a solved world doesn't burn their energy on survival. They spend it on you. And if this is already lifting a little of that guilt off your shoulders, do me a quick favor. Hit like and subscribe so we can reach more owners who deserve to know they made the right call. Because the next reason is the one people misunderstand the most. Reason 3. Your bond with your cat actually grows deeper indoors. Have you ever wondered why your cat follows you from room to room or talks to you like you're supposed to understand every word? Here's something wild. Adult cats barely meow at each other. Meowing is a language they developed almost entirely for humans. And indoor cats become downright fluent in it. That's not an accident. It's what happens when you become the most interesting thing in their whole world. An outdoor cat splits their attention across an entire neighborhood. Rival cats to monitor borders to patrol prey to track. Their human gets whatever focus is left over, which is why so many outdoor cats treat home like a hotel. Check in, eat, sleep, check out. Your indoor cat made a different investment. All of that social energy, the watching, the learning, the communicating, gets concentrated on you. That's why they know the sound of your car, why they show up at the door before you've even touched the handle. Researchers have even found that most cats form genuine attachment bonds to their owners, much like young children do with their parents seeking them out as their source of safety. People call that dependence like it's a flaw. But dependence built on trust has another name. It's called closeness. They built a language just for you. Not bad for an animal everyone calls independent. But if the bond is this deep, it raises an uncomfortable question. Aren't they still missing something out there? That brings us to reason 4. And the answer is not what you think. Your cat is not missing out the way you imagine. When you picture their dream life, you probably see rolling grass and butterflies at golden hour. Here's the uncomfortable truth. That image is yours, not theirs. A cat's sense of well-being is built on 3 simple pillars: secure territory, predictable resources, and control over their environment. Notice what's not on that list. Novelty, adventure, open horizons. Those are human cravings. To a cat, the unknown isn't exciting. It's a threat that hasn't introduced itself yet. So when someone tells you that keeping a cat inside is imprisoning them, that they need to be outside and free, they've got it backwards. Outside territory is contested every single night. Resources are unpredictable. Control is almost zero, which is exactly why an outdoor cat's stress and vigilance never fully switch off. Your home flips all 3. The territory is theirs undisputed. The food arrives on schedule. They know every surface and every sunbeam's timing down to the minute. And if your cat truly craves the grass, you can hand it to them on your terms, through a screened window, a catio, or a harness. Just train the harness slowly and gently, or you'll create a little monster who cries at the door all day. Now, this is the moment that I promised you at the very start, and it might be the most important thing you hear today. Reason 5. You can see what your cat is hiding from you. Because there is one thing your cat will never tell you, no matter how much they love you. When something hurts, not because they don't trust you, but because they physically can't bring themselves to show it. Your cat evolved as both predator and prey, and in the wild, an animal that shows weakness becomes a target. So cats developed one of the most stubborn instincts in nature. Hide the pain mask and act normal until you physically can't anymore. Ask anyone what makes cat medicine so hard, and they'll tell you the same thing. By the time a cat acts sick, the illness has often been there for months. It's an instinct older than the species, and it works against them every single day. Think about arthritis. So many owners watch their cat limping at home, take them to the clinic, and the cat walks in perfectly, hiding it from the vet on the exam table. The earliest signs of the things that take cats from us: kidney disease, diabetes, thyroid trouble, a urinary blockage, don't show up in how a cat acts. They show up in the small, boring details of daily life. Drinking more water than usual, bigger clumps in the litter box, or more of them. Leaving food behind, going to the box and producing nothing, which in a male cat is a true emergency, the kind where you don't wait until morning. An outdoor cat's owner never sees any of it because the evidence is scattered across a whole neighborhood. But your indoor cat can't hide from you. That litter box you scoop every day isn't a chore, it's a medical chart. That water bowl is a lab test you run without knowing it. You notice changes in days that an outdoor owner would miss for months. And with these diseases, months are everything. That's often the entire difference between a condition you manage for years and a goodbye that comes far too soon. So the next time you close that door and feel that little pull of guilt, I want you to remember what you're actually doing. You're giving your cat years' safety, a language of their own, a world they've mastered, and a set of eyes that will catch the thing they can't say out loud. That's not a cage. That's love quietly doing its job every single day. So go find your cat, give them a slow blink, and enjoy the little life you built together. And if this made you feel better about the door, stay close, because next time I'll show you the tiny daily habits that help indoor cats live the longest.